What's up, you guys? Quasi here. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're featuring Shadow Flygon. And I realize Niantic and probably other content creators have already featured Flygon, but I've been thinking about running Flygon ever since the beginning of Season 4 because of its great matchup against Galvantula and Galarian Stunfisk. And we're running the Shadow form. We're going to be doing a little bit more damage, but also taking a little bit more damage. And in this video, we're going on a 13-game win streak, and it begins after this battle. So after this battle, I'm going to switch from Flygon as a safe swap to Flygon in the lead. I just like how it plays in the lead a little more. It does require a little finesse to play. You know, you gotta manage your energy and kind of switch out in an instant's notice. You know, I've had more success with it, and you know, in this game, in the safe swap, we are gonna lose. So the 13-game win streak does begin after this game, and yeah, we're gonna have some pretty hype battles in this video. So in this matchup, we're going against the opposing Azumarill. They're running Hydro Pump and we're running Play Rough. So we're in a, you know, this is a decent matchup for us, but they have such a big health advantage that they're going to be able to close the gap here. And this Hydro Pump's going to land, doesn't take us out, and we're going to be getting off this Play Rough, but it doesn't KO their Azumarill, and we're going to hopefully be able to bubble down, but likely not because they do have more health than us. So yeah, they are able to finish us off there. And we're going to bring in our Marowak. They're getting off a charge move, just the Ice Beam. So we're resisting that, so no need to shield. And they have a Vigoroth in the back. And my opponent plays this really well. He's getting off a charge move here. I think I do shield this, thinking it could be the Bulldoze. But he does bait us with the Body Slam. Now our shields are down. We're just going to be getting off these Bone Clubs. But it's going to take two more after this to take him out. He does land the Bulldoze there, and yeah, it's pretty much a game over. But we're getting off a Bone Club. It's gonna take off the Vigoroth, but he can just bring in. Oh, he brings in Azumarill. We're gonna get off another Bone Club. That's gonna take out the Azumarill, but he has a Haunter, and that's gonna take out our Marowak. So good game to my opponent, and yeah. So now I'm running Flygon in the lead, and we're gonna go on a 13-game win streak. So let's see how we do. Flygon in the lead, I really like. So in this matchup, this is not a favorable matchup, even though the grass is only doing neutral, but we're extremely frail. So, you know, any neutral damage to us is really like super effective damage. We are able to get off a Dragon Claw, and we're gonna, yeah, so we were just looking to sack the Flygon there, because we had a Pokemon in the back, Azumarill, which is also weak to Victory Bell, so we don't want to swap. Anticipating the swap there, I'm gonna get off some extra chip damage with our Marowak, since we're doing super effective damage with the Fire Spins, and then bring in our Azumarill. I want that chip damage because we're not running Hydro Pump, so we definitely want to chip it down a little so that we can get to an Ice Beam and just throw that and then farm it down with a Bubble. So we're going to shield this, looking to preserve some health on the Azumarill. So we're going to get off the Ice Beam, and he probably has a Bastiodon in the back. A lot of Victory Bell leads, you know, have Bastiodons in the back. So we're gonna want to save the, you know, some health on the Azumarill here, and we were able to get to an Ice Beam against the Victory Bell. We're gonna swap right away into our Marowak, and he does bring in that Bastiodon. So we're gonna get off these Bone Clubs. Bone Club does double super effective damage against Bastiodon, but as you can see, it doesn't do that much. I mean, Bastiodon is just really tanky, and Bone Club's just not a very strong move. So we're gonna be able to get off one more Bone Club before we go down, and this is gonna bring the Bastiodon into the red. Sorry. So our win con here is to shield this charge move and bubble down, and hopefully I think that gets us to an Ice Beam, and we can throw that right away into the Victory Bell that's going to come in. Yeah, so we're at an Ice Beam now, and she brings in the Victory Bell, and we're able to get to this Ice Beam, and this will take out the Victory Bell, and that's going to be a GG. So even though we lost lead there, you know, we were able to burn that shield with the Flygon at the very least, and we were able to still, you know, kind of manage our energy and our switches and win that matchup. So Venusaur lead, again, grass is not a great matchup for Flygon, but we do outpace the Venusaur here to Dragon Claws versus the Frenzy Plants. I notice how I am charging a little extra energy. I want to throw off my opponent and hopefully make him think that it takes me a little longer to get to these Dragon Claws. But as you can see, after this Dragon Claw, we do get the shield there, and we're going to throw another Dragon Claw. So this is either going to get the second shield or take out the Venusaur. we do burn the second shield. So we're going to be able to just shield up this Frenzy Plant and be able to farm up a little extra energy and then throw the Dragon Claw. I don't think, yeah, so Mudshot is only does neutral here, so we wouldn't have been able to farm it down, but we do have almost another Dragon Claw ready. But he brings in a Zoom Roll, so Dragon Claw obviously being double resisted by the Fairy typing. We're gonna throw this Earth Power, and that Earth Power does so much damage, does about half of the Azumarill's HP, and Azumarill is a tanky Pokemon, and Earth Power is just doing neutral damage. So that, yeah, so I do have Earth Power, by the way, on my Flygon. I did use my Elite Charge TM. So you could run Earthquake, but I mean, Earth Power, as you can see, I mean, it does so much damage already, and it's much cheaper energy-wise. So it is the preferred move. Being a squishy Pokemon, you want the cheaper moves. We take out that Sableye, and we're in this matchup with Azumarill. We have Play Rough, and we're up a shield, so this is going to be a GG. Sorry, we weren't up a shield, we were up health and up energy, so that is a GG. So 1-0, no, 2-0. So Pummel Einhorn in this fourth game. Vigoroth is not a great matchup, just because the body slams and the counters hurt so much. So I tried to swap there to catch the charge move, but you know, it wouldn't have taken us out, but it would have done a lot of damage, and we do outpace the Vigoroth here to charge move. So I do invest the shield there, and she does the same, and we were hoping to catch a body slam on our Azumarill. But she's throwing her energy anyways, which is perfect. Let's see what she has in the back. It is an opposing Azumarill, so we're gonna get off these Play Roughs. Play Rough being extremely good in the mirror match here. Let's see if she's running Play Rough or Hydro Pump. I've noticed an uptick in Hydro Pump Azumarills. I'm not sure if that's kind of to counter the Galarian Stunfisk and, you know, kind of the Bastiodons and the regular Stunfisk. But she is running Play Rough, so we're probably just gonna let this go. Yeah, we let this go, and we're gonna likely bring in our Flygon here. Yep, we do bring in the Flygon. Her Azumarill doesn't have any energy, so yeah, we were hoping to catch a charge move there, and this could be the Hydro Pump, so I'm likely gonna have to shield here. Yeah, it is the Hydro Pump, but that's okay. Now we can just farm down, and she didn't swap, so I'm guessing whatever she has in the back is not that great against Marowak. Brings in a Vigoroth. We're throwing this Bone Club, gonna take on the Vigoroth, and she has a Sableye. All right, so Sableye, you know, does have a good matchup against Marowak, so not sure why she's really stayed in there after we swapped into Marowak. So she's getting off a charge move. We're out of shield, so this will take us out. And then we had an Earth Power loaded, so that's why it's kind of important to, you know, manage the energy on Flygon, and having that charge move ready is just, you're gonna win CMP tie a lot of the time. Flygon has a very high attack stat, so having that loaded energy is just very deadly. All right, Swampert lead. This is not great for us. Hydro Pump, you know, Hydro Cannon does neutral damage, and it does a lot. But we do outpace the Swampert, and we do catch this charge move on our Azumarill. It's just a Hydro Cannon, so this is perfect. He brings in an Alolan Muck, and Alolan Muck obviously has access to the Gunk Shot and the Sludge Bomb, so we're gonna shield this up. Sorry, the Sludge Wave. We do shield that up, so that's great. We're gonna have to get off this Ice Beam here. This Ice Beam won't but we're able to get to another Ice Beam, and this will definitely pressure the shield here if he wants to get off another Sludge Wave. We do get both shields, and that's really good. Do we shield here, or do we just let it go? We're just gonna let it go. It is the Sludge Wave, but now we can bring in our Flygon and farm it down. These Mudshots are doing super effective damage, and he has a Toxicroak. And we're able to get this Earth Power. Ground does super effective damage against Toxicroak because of the poison typing. It one-shots the Toxicroak. Flygon does a ridiculous amount of damage. He brings back the Swampert, but we still have our shield, so we're probably going to use our shield here. And we're going to be able to get to another Earth Power. Yeah, so we're both running Mudshot here, and Mudshot is just an amazing fast move to get to these charge moves. And as you can see, we were able to get to them so quickly. And yeah, Flygon does outpace Swampert. So that was a 4-on-1 set. You don't hear Swampert getting outpaced a lot, but yeah, Hydro Cannon is more costly than Dragon Claw. And we're both running a Mudshot, so we do outpace the Swampert. So Mew lead, this is all right if they're running Flame Charge, but this one is running Surf, so we're gonna shield that up. You know, so after Surf costs, I believe 5 Shadow Claws, so we knew that was a Surf. These Dragon Claws do a lot of damage, and again, we do outpace the Mew here, so we're gonna get off these Dragon Claws. We do get the shield there, and he swaps into Vigoroth. We're gonna load up on our Flygon, but we loaded up, you know, we're definitely a little too greedy there. We have to invest the shield against that Body Slam. It would have taken us out. So, and then we're gonna swap into our Azumarill. So we banked almost a full Earth Power worth of energy on our Flygon, and that's gonna be really useful, you know, kind of down the road in the late game. So we're getting off this Play Rough. It does do a lot of damage. Now we can just bubble down. This is just gonna be a Body Slam, so it's, you know, not gonna do too much. Azumarill is just an amazing tank in this meta. So we are able to bubble down. We are in the red, and he has a Zapdos. So we're gonna get off this Ice Beam. This would do super effective damage. Likely to get the shield. We do get the shield, and we're gonna go right into our Flygon. Now I should have thrown the Earth Power there. This Dragon Claw is not gonna KO the Zapdos. Drill Peck will take us out from here. Yeah, so we definitely should have thrown the Earth Power. I think I didn't realize that I had it, so I just, you know, clicked the Dragon Claw. But we're gonna bring in a Alolan Marowak here, and whatever Zapdos throws, it's not gonna KO us. Unfortunately, I did click on that Bone Club, so you know, we did CMP tie, so we do waste the energy here. Yeah, I definitely should have just fully charged that, because now he still has that Zapdos, but. So he brings in the Mew, and Mew's gonna have to throw energy here because we were about to get to the Ice Beam. Throws a Surf, and he almost has another Surf loaded, so we're gonna get off this Bone Club right away. And Zapdos is just kind of one Fire Spin away from getting KO'd, and we do take out the Zapdos with our Alolan Marowak. I'm really liking Alolan Marowak in the back. It's been pulling off a lot of clutch wins, and I believe in these sets it does the same. So Tropius lead. This is a Razor Leaf Tropius, so this is not good. Obviously our Azumarill in the back does not want to see this. So kind of similar to the Victory Bell, we're gonna just look to get off these Dragon Claws and hopefully burn a shield, but otherwise just sack the Flygon. So we're gonna be able to get to, yeah, if he didn't throw this energy, I believe we were able to get the 3 Dragon Claws. But he does throw the energy, which is, you know, works for me as well. We're gonna bring in our Alolan Marowak here and anticipating the swap, but she's staying in, which is kind of weird. So whatever this is, we're not gonna shield it. Just a Leaf Blade. So we do take out the Tropius, and we have a lot of loaded energy now. She brings in a Azumarill, so we're gonna chip it away with this Shadow Ball. We do get the shield there, so we're gonna swap into our Azumarill here, and she's throwing a charge move. Is this the Play Rough or is this the Hydro Pump? It is a Play Rough. We're gonna invest the shield here to look to preserve the health of our Azumarill. We did have 2 shields, so we had to use them, you know, eventually. So we are getting off our own Play Roughs here. And this is a best buddy Azumarill, so I'm assuming her Azumarill is way better IVs than mine. I have a 14 attack stat Azumarill, so to hopefully win, you know, kind of CMP ties. And I do win them most of the time. So we're getting off another Play Rough here, and I was looking to catch a Play Rough on my Marowak, but not successful. So we're just gonna throw out this Bone Club. I don't even believe this takes it out, even though the Azumarill is so low. But we do get a shield, which is really good, and she brings in her own Marowak. This is just gonna be a Bone Club, but so do we shield this? Yeah, we do shield this, and we're gonna be able to get to a Shadow Ball, but we're gonna farm up a little extra energy first. You always want to try to over farm if possible, and those Fire Spins weren't doing that much damage anyway. Oh, and we do simultaneously KO anyway. So we're gonna bring back their Azumarill, and we're way up on health, so we should be in a pretty good spot. I wonder, yeah, I could have probably thrown the Ice Beam, but I'd farm up to a Play Rough just to be safe, and we do take out her Azumarill. So GG to that trainer. And going up against RBN S91 now. All right, so Flygon lead against Stunfisk. All right, this is a great lead for us. Mud Bomb would do neutral, but Discharge would obviously be double resisted. And these Mud Bombs, we can tank one of them. So we're gonna let the first one through, and Earthbower is obviously gonna be doing a lot of damage. So we're gonna bait with the Dragon Claw, hopefully to get a shield. And we don't get a shield, so that's not great. But now we can just go straight Dragon Claws. We are outpacing, I believe we do outpace the Stunfisk to these moves. I could be wrong there actually, but either way, these Dragon Claws are absolutely hurting, and she doesn't shield that one, so we're gonna just be able to Mud Shot down. Okay, so she brings in Shift Tree. So we're just gonna go for Dragon Claws here. Dragon Claws does neutral damage, and it does a lot at that. Earth Power would be resisted. So getting off another Dragon Claw here, we're just so spammy. Flygon is so much fun to play. And yeah, so he's throwing his energy here. I believe we just let this go. It's going to be a Leaf Blade, and we're going to bring in our Marowak. So even though Marowak doesn't want to see the foul play, these Fire Spins do so much damage. So similar to a previous game, we're going to look to chip down this Skarmory. So we're going to get up the Shadow Ball here. Do we get the shield? We do get the shield. And now we're going to swap into our Azumarill to soak up some of this damage from this Skarmory. So our Marowak has a really positive matchup against both kind of the Skarmory as well as the Shift Tree. Since we're up a shield, you know, it is a good spot for our Marowak here. We do get a lag here, which is really unfortunate, and he's able to throw a Brave Bird. So not good. Almost takes out our Azumarill, but we are able to get this Ice Beam, and because of the Brave Bird debuff, we're able to KO the Skarmory, and now we can just shield, you know, whatever this is. Even if it's a bait, he's not going to be able to get to another foul play, foul play after that, so it would have been GG. So yeah, so Marowak with a shield against Shift Tree, you know, very positive. So going against Feng Shui here, Flygon lead against another Swampert. All right, so again, we do outpace the Swampert. So even though the Hydro Cannon's hurt, this isn't the worst matchup. I do like to try to catch a Hydro Cannon on our Azumarill though, because you know, it just be totally wasted energy. And you don't see the Swampert get outpaced a lot, but in this case, it absolutely does. These Dragon Claws, we get to them so quickly, and we're going to look to swap, and we catch that Hydro Cannon on our Azumarill. Really good swap by us. The Hydro Cannon barely does anything. He swaps into a Galarian Stunfisk. All right, so that's, you know, that's kind of weird, but I guess like the Galarian Stunfisk wants to avoid the matchup with Flygon, so I guess, you know, he's trying to get some use out of it. And I mean, those Earthquakes absolutely hurt. We're gonna kind of try to bait the Hydro Pump here. Not sure if this doesn't work, but we're gonna get off another Ice Beam here. So either get the shield or take out the Stunfisk. We do get a shield, which is really good. I think we just let this go. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go. It doesn't take out our Azumarill, but we're gonna make a fast swap into our Flygon here. And this is just gonna be a Rock Slide, so we're not gonna shield. We're resisting the Rock Slide damage because of our ground typing. Makes a swap into Swampert. We're gonna throw this Dragon Claw right away. We don't want to get any extra damage or risk them throwing a Hydro Cannon. So Skarmory, not great for our Flygon, but we have an Alolan Marowak in the back. Unfortunately, our Switch Clock isn't up. We're gonna go for this Earth Power here. It's gonna do some nice neutral damage. Doesn't do too much to Skarmory. Definitely less than Azumarill. Oh, sorry. It does resist the damage because of Flying's double resistance to the ground. So yeah, it doesn't do that much, but it does do more damage than Dragon Claw because Dragon Claw is also resisted. So we're able to almost Fire Spin down. Brings back the Stunfisk. So we're gonna get off this Bone Club and take it out right away. I don't want to risk, you know, kind of any charge moves being thrown at us. So we do take that game, and going up against TRMRHO, don't know how to say his name. Skarmory lead is not good. We're gonna safe swap into our Azumarill, and he has a Venusaur. So these Ice Beams absolutely hurt Venusaur. Venusaur is a lot more frail than kind of like a Meganium. So the Ice Beams absolutely threaten, you know, shields and health when you're going up against Venusaur. And we're gonna be able to get to another Ice Beam here. Yeah, so we're definitely threatening shield here. Let's see if he shields one more time. We do get that final shield, and he's farming up some extra energy. We're just gonna let this go. This is gonna be the Frenzy Plant, but we're gonna save the shield. You really, you know, I don't think we would have got to the next Ice Beam anyway, so we're probably gonna bring in the Flygon here. Yeah, the Marowak here. We are resisting the Frenzy Plant, so it doesn't do too much. And he brings in a Stunfisk. We're gonna go right into our Flygon, and Earth Power will one-shot. So this was really fast. This is just gonna be a Rock Slide. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, I got confused there. So he charged up extra energy before, and we do shield out the Earthquake. Earthquake would do neutral damage, and I believe take out the Flygon. But that Earth Power, so powerful. It just takes out the Stunfisk. He brings back in the Skarmory, and we're gonna get this Earth Power. It does do some nice damage. We're gonna get off another Earth Power here. This will land, and then yeah. All right, so we're just gonna, yeah, this is gonna take us out, and we can just bring in our Marowak and Fire Spin down, just 2 Fire Spins. Oh, but he is getting a charge move off. All right, so hopefully this is not the Brave Bird. Nope, just a Sky Attack. And he has the Venusaur. We're gonna throw this Shadow Ball at the Venusaur, and it's gonna take out the Venusaur, and we're just gonna be able to Fire Spin down the Skarmory. So Marowak closing again. Marowak, yeah. So that was a 5-0 set. As you can see, Flygon did a lot of work there. Marowak definitely did a lot of work, and obviously a Zoom Roll is very solid. So I'm really liking this team. I have been running into a lot of kind of grass leads, so you know, I don't know, maybe I have to rethink leading with Flygon. But Flygon, I mean, even in these kind of matchups, you're still able to usually kind of burn shields, or at least like chunk a lot of the health. So in this matchup, yeah, so the Tropius again is throwing her energy, so it is a Leaf Blade. So now we're gonna bring in our Marowak and look to kind of farm this down, but she does make a swap into her Sableye. This is one of those purified Sableye, so we're gonna likely shield this. The return would do a lot of damage, so we're gonna shield that up, and we're gonna farm some extra energy and go for the Play Rough. I definitely don't want to be hit by another return, so we do get a shield there. So I probably should have just went for the Ice Beam. I think it does KO at that range, and I believe she shields this as well, so kind of weird. So I'm thinking whatever's in the back definitely doesn't want to see a Zoom Roll, but I do let that go. So I think that was a mistake. Now she's able to get off this foul play. Yeah, so I definitely should have shielded that return. Yeah, so it's a Stun Fist. So let's see if we're able to pull this out. The Shadow Ball will do a lot of damage. Yeah, it totally chunks that, and these Fire Spins are doing super effective damage. And we're able to get this Bone Club. Not sure. I think she should have been able to get to the Rock Slide, but we do take out the Stun Fist, and now we can just Fire Spin down this Tropius. And we're gonna throw this Bone Club, and this will take out the Tropius. So good game. Marowak closing again. Oh, sorry, she still has a Sableye, and yeah, there we go. Now Marowak closing again. Super strong. Going on with Independence 14. A Zoom Roll lead. So this is not a good matchup. We're probably gonna. Do we stay in here? Yeah, so we're gonna stay in here. We're probably gonna shield this Ice Beam and look to throw this Earth Power. Look to chip down the Zoom Roll here. So these bubbles are definitely hurting us. We're gonna charge up a little extra energy. So again, having stored up energy on Flygon is extremely useful in most scenarios. So he's getting off a Play Rough on his Zoom Roll. We're gonna charge up a little extra energy since we knew that he just threw his energy. And we're gonna go off this Play Rough. This will KO the Zoom Roll at this range. And he brings in a Sableye, you know, kind of weird. We're gonna go for the Ice Beam bait, hopefully get a shield. We do get the shield, so now we're even on shield. And is he gonna be able to get to a move? Yeah, he does get to a move. Probably gonna let's go. Yeah, we do let that go. It is the return, so now he's out of energy, and we're probably gonna bring in our Flygon with loaded energy. So this is a really positive situation for us, you know, because we definitely want to avoid mashing up our Marowak with the Sableye, and that Earth Power just totally destroys the Sableye, and we're able to, and this Marowak matchup is pretty good for us. So do I shield here? Okay, so I didn't think the Bone Club, I knew that was a Bone Club, and I didn't think it would take us out, but it does. So this is not good. Not sure why he backed out there, because I think he still had a shot, but either way, GG. Looking up as Victor Duarte, Toxicroak lead, that's positive for us, and he brings in a Stun Fist, so kind of weird, because you know we do really well against Stun Fist as well. We're gonna have this Earth Power. Maybe we should have baited there, but let's see if we shield this. This could be the Earthquake, but he baits us with the Rock Slide. Good bait by my opponent. And we're gonna look to throw this Earth Power. We charged up a little extra energy, and this will KO the Stun Fist if he lets it go. We do get both shields. So I tried to swap out there, and I didn't. Yeah, I probably should have shielded that. We are up a shield though, and we're gonna bring in our Zoom Roll. A Zoom Roll has a pretty good matchup against the Toxicroak that he swapped out of, as well as the Stun Fist here. So we're not in a totally bad spot here. We're gonna get off this Ice Beam, and this will likely KO the. Yep, it does KO the Stun Fist, and yeah, he has his own Zoom Roll. So this is not looking too good. because Marowak without shields doesn't do that well against Toxicroak. So do we shield here? We don't shield. It looks like we're, yeah, so we're gonna get this play rough and likely just swap into our Marowak and hope he doesn't have like we're able to take him out before he throws a charge move. Not likely. But he does just swap out into the Toxicroak. Okay, so I think this is definitely a mistake. We already have 2 Bone Clubs loaded, so we're gonna be able to take off the Toxicroak before he even gets off any charge move. Definitely a mistake. You definitely don't want to, you know, kind of do those swaps where your opponent has a ton of loaded energy that he's gonna throw at you, and you're kind of just sacking that Pokemon. And that Toxicroak had a pretty positive matchup if he was able to burn a shield with his Azumarill against my Marowak. So we're able to get the Shadow Ball, you know, not taking any chances, and we're able to win that game. So going up against Basti and a bunch of numbers, let's see if he runs a Bastion. It's a Galvantula. All right, so that's why I was leading Flygon. I was hoping to catch some Galvantula leads. So in this matchup, and you know, this was obviously the first one, but so not seeing them too much. In this matchup, I like to just go straight Dragon Claw, even though Earth Power would do a ton of damage. We're gonna get off this Dragon Claw before he debuffs our attack. The lunge hurts, but we can tank one of them, and we're gonna get off this Dragon Claw. We absolutely outpaced the Galvantula, so he smartly chooses not to shield there. And that confusion did so much damage. It just takes us out. We're not even able to throw the Dragon Claw. We bring in our Marowak here. We don't want to see Hypno with our Azumarill, and he is running Shadow Ball, so we do successfully shield that. We're gonna bait with our Bone Club here. I mean, he knows we're running Shadow Ball, so we do get the shield, and now we're gonna throw the Shadow Ball. Let's see if we get his last shield here. We do get that last shield, and he's probably gonna throw yeah, so I think any punch would likely just take us out here, but I don't shield, and it's just a Fire Punch. Yeah, I was ready for him to take me out with like a Thunder Punch, and I know he's running Shadow Ball and Fire Punch. I probably should have shielded this, but I didn't. He's getting off another charge move here, and it's just a Fire Punch, so I'm not going to shield this either. And hopefully in the back, I can just like destroy it with the Azumarill, and it is a Toxicroak. So we have almost 2 Ice Beams loaded, and this will take out the Toxicroak after one more bubble. So we are able to take out the Toxicroak, and that Hypno in the back is so low, we should be able to just bubble it down. Confusion's a slow hitting move. It takes longer for Confusion to do damage than Bubble. So that's why I think we were just one Confusion away from, you know, being KO'd, but Confusion, again, does take a while. So going up against Victory Ball, I believe this is the last match. And yeah, these teams are hard because we basically just have to sack the Flygon. If I switched into my Marowak, he would have just counter switched. And then we would have no answer for the Victory Ball. So we do switch into our Marowak there, and after sacking the Flygon, and he brings in a Munchlax. So this was pretty quick. So this is probably just a Body Slam. It is a Body Slam. We're gonna get off this Play Rough. I am not expecting the shield, so I'm going for the harder hitting charge move. It does land, so that's pretty good for us. We're still up 2 shields, so let's see if we can pull this off. So this could be the Gunk Shot, so I do shield, and it is the Gunk Shot. So great shield by us, and we're not able to quite bubble down. Yeah, he's gonna get off a Body Slam here, but we're gonna bubble this down and then throw Ice Beams at the Victory Ball that comes in. So we're not gonna be able to get out the second Ice Beam because a Razor Leaf would take us out, so we're just gonna swap into our Marowak, and he has a Bastiodon, of course. So we're gonna get off the, like, we play a similar game, but now our Azumarill is, in this game, our Azumarill is much lower health than previously. So this will be a tough match. We're gonna be able to get off another Bone Club here. This will take the Bastiodon really low. So again, the win con is to be able to farm this Bastiodon down with our Azumarill. So I didn't shield there because I knew the Victory Bell had loaded energy. So we had to save the shield, and unfortunately the Bastiodon, we take each other out simultaneously. So that was a really close match. We went 4-1 there. But again, I am liking this team. Flygon, Marowak, Azumarill doing a lot of work. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.